Hello, everyone, and welcome to Arkansas Style. I am your host, Nicole Neiman, and I'm so glad you're spending your afternoon with us. We're rolling into December with a show packed full of festive fun, so let's take a quick look at what we've got lined up today. The holiday spirit is coming alive downtown with the big Little Rock Holiday Parade. It returns next weekend with an appearance from Santa, holiday pop-ups, and the official lighting of the Capitol. Libby Doss-Lloyd from the Little Rock CVB is here to share the details. And we're settling into two films made for a quiet night amidst the madness of holiday shopping. Michael Cook is sharing his ratings and reviews on Eternity, where one woman faces a heartbreaking choice between her lifelong love and her first love in the afterlife. And Rental Family, about an American actor in Japan who plays family roles for strangers and finds genuine connections along the way. And if you're planning a holiday party and want to add some extra magic, how about doing it quite literally? Magician Gene Barry joins us later today with some surprises up his sleeve and no doubt a trick that will have all our minds blown. Plus, we're getting a lesson in gift wrapping with 101 with Samantha Boyd. So without further ado, let's officially kick off the Christmas season. Arkansas Style starts right now. Once again, thank you all for tuning in today. Let's jump right into the holiday spirit with a little help for anyone who dreads the wrapping part of gift giving. If you're looking to skip that step but still keep things personal, that's a wrap by Samantha Boyd just might save your season. She joins us now to share a few tips, show off some beautiful packages, and walk us through how to make the perfect bow. All right, Samantha, well, great to have you, honey.
Thanks, glad to be back, and we're matching today.
How about
with
that?
Our Thanksgiving outfits.
So fun to have you in the building.
Thank you.
I did not know you had this hidden talent.
A lot of people didn't. It's been something that I've been doing since college, I want to say freshman year, Thanksgiving or Christmas break. A nice high-end boutique in Little Rock was hiring solely a gift wrapper, and it was just for Christmas break. And so my mom was like, that's a good job. You just need a job over Christmas break. I knew nothing about wrapping. I go in that day, and I mean, they take wrapping so seriously. These are really expensive gifts, and so obviously you want it to be wrapped really pretty too. And I remember I got there and was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. But I very quickly, over Christmas break that year, learned how to wrap a really nice looking gift. And then oddly enough, since then, it's kind of just been something that I enjoy. So isn't that odd?
She said it here with a straight face and everything, folks. All right, well, you are here to come to the rescue and teach us a little bit about wrapping. What do we need to know?
Okay, so first, and I've got some ribbon for you, so we're both gonna be able to do this. This bow, you're gonna be shocked at how easy it is. The hardest part, actually, is just gonna be this, wrapping it around the box. So you're gonna start underneath.
Oh,
here, underneath.
Underneath.
There you go.
Okay,
there
so look at me following directions.
We're just gonna cross the ribbon because we're wanting it to cross, similar to how these are. Cross. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sometimes I'm better at showing than explaining.
Yeah.
Yep, that's perfect. And then we're gonna cut it.
Okay.
And we're sharing a piece or a pair of scissors. So I'll give you these.
So do you recommend us to like prepare the ribbon before we start doing this, or are we good?
It can be on a roll,
okay,
and that's totally fine. I would have it kind of straightened out on the roll. Yeah, and then you can kind of just tie it right here.
Yep. Okay.
Right here. Yep. So there you
Very
go.
nice.
That's perfect.
Okay. All right. Perfect.
See, I told you that part's easy. This is the really easy part.
There's more, folks.
This is the really easy part that makes it pretty. I like bows that tend to stick up and tend to be really full. That the boutique that I wrapped for, really, we were big on the big bows. And the key to this, really, Nicole, is to get just a a wired ribbon.
Yeah.
If it's wired on the side, that's gonna make it stand up. So what you're gonna do, get a little bit of slack, and you're just gonna start folding like this.
All right.
I'm gonna fold it 5 times. Let's just do 5.
More is more.
More is more.
Uh-huh.
I don't believe in minimalism.
Even if it's a box of coal, we want it to have a nice ribbon on it.
What's funny is these boxes are totally empty.
I can feel that.
You can feel that it's empty, which makes it harder.
It kind of does. Well, I have to tell you my experience in gift wrapping. My daughters were in the Girl Scouts, and one of our fundraisers was to go to the bookstore and gift wrap for tips.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, I would love that, but I can see where you might not.
Yeah. Needless to say, I got real good at gift wrapping for those tips. Okay.
So you're gonna set this right here.
Okay.
And then this ribbon that you have here that we just wrapped with, you're gonna tie that around.
Okay.
So you're just gonna.
So all we did was just take some slack and fold it. All right.
Fold it.
And
then you're tying a knot around it.
Yep.
Now this is the best part. You just start fluffing.
Ah, okay, yeah, fan it out. There we have. I mean, it really is all about the bow. Folks at home, don't chintz on the bow. It really is, makes the gift
That's so pretty. I love yours.
dramatic.
No, it really is good.
Okay.
The ribbon doesn't necessarily match the paper, which is okay. Sometimes I think that actually looks nice. Here's what we're gonna do just to make it look perfect and look as professional as possible. You're just gonna cut the ribbon that we tied with. There's kind of a lot of slack on that, and you don't want a bunch of ribbon just hanging off. So you can cut that ribbon right there.
Okay. Yeah, trim the ends.
Trim the ends. I like to do an angle, but it really doesn't matter either way.
Okay. Wow. All right, what is the hardest gift you've ever wrapped? I mean, these boxes are one thing, but...
I am a strong believer in giving my dog a gift every year.
Oh.
Because he knows what Christmas is, obviously. And so last year, I want to say I got him a dog bed, and how do you wrap that? I mean, it didn't even come in a box. And so I essentially did the dog bed and then just wrapped like it was a box, wrapped it 4 times, and then it did a massive bow on it. And he loved opening it. He's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
All of this effort for a dog bed. But if you can wrap a dog bed, I'm convinced you can wrap anything.
Girl, if you can wrap a dog bed, we're hiring you. How do we do this?
Okay, how do we hire me?
Yes. To wrap our gifts.
Yeah, well, that's amazing. You have it on your screen. I don't know if you can read that, but what you essentially will do is you can DM me on Instagram. That's really where I'm most responsive, social media-wise. It's That's a Wrap by SB. I know a lot of you guys are probably on Facebook as well, so you can message me on Facebook. My name is just Samantha Boyd. That's probably not what a lot of people would suggest. You can just find me personally. It's Samantha Boyd. You can message me, and then you see the steps there on your screen. Really, it's pretty simple from that point. You'll drop them off, or depending on where you are, I can pick them up from you. We can meet downtown for me to get the gifts. And it's about a week turnaround time. I try to give myself enough time just to make sure that I'm not overestimating or underestimating how long it's going to take.
Love it.
And I try to do at least 5 packages per client. That way we're not just meeting up and doing one.
Well, you're the cutest Santa elf I've ever met. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks.
For more holiday wrapping tips or to connect with Samantha Boyd, just reach out. That's a Wrap by Samantha Boyd on Facebook or Instagram. Now that we've covered wrapping, it's time to talk gifts you'll actually want to give, like these 2 cozy picks that take nap time to the next level. We'll get into it next. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Let's play a little music. Because they have all the products that I am obsessed over. So I hope you enjoy. Welcome back to Arkansas Style. For the impossible person to buy for, we are delighted to introduce you to the most unique and unexpected products that I am completely obsessed over, and I know you will be too. Hammacher Schlemmer is an online catalog that features gifts for the person who has everything. And today we are going to show you not 1, but 2 products that will give you and your loved one a little warmth and comfort. All right, well, first of all, you really want your loved one to sleep nice and cozy and soundly. Well, this pillow is the ticket. Look at how it is perfectly shaped. It is filled with some microfiber material, but here's the key, is that it has this center button. So when you place your head in the center of this pillow, you can see this divot here where it's going to just cradle the back of your neck and give you just a nice, sweet little hug and support so that when you are sleeping, you just sleep so nice and soundly. Again, a very comfortable, soft pillow. This button detail is really the key factor. Your head head just lays right here, and imagine your neck right here in the swallow of this pillow here. So comfortable. It is Taylor tried and tested and approved. And again, it is wonderful. Again, if you are a back sleeper, this is a great pillow to have. Again, laying your head right there in the center, and then your neck just cradled right here in the opening part of this. Really comfortable. All right, well, as the temperatures start to cool a little bit, how about a weighted, heated blanket? Yes, you're getting a twofer in this deal. You are getting a blanket that is just gently weighted, so it gives you that nice soft hug, but it also has a heating element. It has a warm, low, medium, and high setting, and you just get to cozy up with this blanket that, again, gives you this nice, warm hug. You can see it is two-sided. You've got a really yummy plush Sherpa lining on the inside, and then on the outside, this beautiful microfiber, almost like a velveteen feel to it. So it's so soft on the skin. Again, being a twofer, having a weighted blanket, if you've never owned a weighted blanket, it really can be a game changer. It is just immediately soothing when you put it on your body. Again, it gives you that really nice, gentle hug. Not too heavy at all. You're definitely not going to overheat. Again, you can control those heat settings for yourself, whether you want it on warm, low, medium, or high. It has a very nice long cord attached to it, so wherever you're going to plug it in. Again, you've got two great products here for the person who is impossible to buy for. And won't you be so cozy watching Arkansas Style with your new pillow and blanket? You can find cozy gifts like this one and thousands of other unique products at Hammacher.com. From electronics and travel gear to apparel and outdoor activities, there's something for everyone on your list. Now, we just came off Thanksgiving weekend and we're headed right into the madness of Christmas, and what this tells me is a calm night at the movies is much needed. So Michael Cook is joining us next with his ratings and reviews on two new movies now playing. Stay with us, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
I have to give this movie a 6.5 out of 10.
Beautiful people and tennis.
I mean, what more do you need?
Sometimes more is not more.
Exactly.
It's a very good movie.
Quite an endorsement. Welcome back to Arkansas Style. In the middle of all this holiday madness, if you're in the mood for a nice, calm, and quiet night at the movies, film critic Michael Cook is here with two new releases that just might be exactly what you're looking for. First up is Eternity, where in the afterlife, one woman has 1 week to choose between her lifelong love and her first love, who's been waiting decades. And then we'll get into Rental Family, where an American actor in Japan takes on a job playing family and friendship roles for total strangers. All right, Michael, both sound like great concepts.
Yes.
Which one would you like to start with?
Let's start off with Eternity.
All right.
You've passed away, Larry.
Who are you?
I'm Anna. I'm your afterlife coordinator.
That's not a job.
And this is the junction, where you choose one place to spend eternity.
You want a little sniffle?
And who to spend it with.
Joan! Joan!
I was in bed and then I...
You look amazing. I have shocking news. You're dead. Yeah, how'd you know?
It took him forever to figure that out.
Excuse me.
I've been waiting for this golden goose for 67 goddamn years. It's a lot to absorb, so I highly recommend just taking a deep breath in and out. Just breathe.
I never dreamt you this clearly.
You're exactly how I dreamt you. Oh, no.
Who's this guy? First husband.
He died in a war. Joan, you all right? Honey. I know this is a lot, but don't worry. I've been doing the research.
Larry!
What do you mean, Larry? We were together a week ago.
Well, a lot has happened in a week. You died, I died, I just been reunited with both of my dead husbands, and I have to pick where to spend eternity. You waited 67 years.
When eternity's on the line, seems like nothing.
It's a good opener.
You're a lurker, pal. You're waiting beyond to spoil a half a century of marriage.
It's not a competition.
Yes, he is.
Sweetheart, is 100% for sure a competition.
It is, in fact, a competition.
That's literally what we're here for.
All right, this might be a little off topic, but it's hard enough to find one person to fall
Yeah,
in love.
exactly.
She's got two guys. movies
got
to choose
about
from.
two handsome young men. So
Okay.
let's get into this. So Elizabeth Olsen, Miles Teller, and Callum Turner are the stars of this film. As you saw from the trailer, the basic premise is at the very beginning we meet the Miles Teller and Elizabeth Olsen as old people. They've been married for 65 years. Miles Teller's character dies first. He goes into this afterlife, and there the concept is in this area. You have 1 week to decide which eternity you want to spend in, and you have unlimited options. If you want to spend your eternity in the mountains, you want to be in Paris, you want to be at a disco, wherever. But once you pick, that's the only place you can go for all eternity. Elizabeth Olsen's character dies of old age. She is then reunited with her husband, played by Miles Teller. But at the same time, her first husband, who died in the Korea War a year after they were married, is also there, and he's been waiting 60-something years for her to die. And so now Elizabeth Olsen has to make this choice, this ultimate love triangle between these two men, that first love of Callum Turner of her youth, or the man that she was married to for 65 years. Divine Joy Randolph rounds out the cast as kind of the counselor to these people. This is just a lovely, delightful, and unique love triangle, bit of a drama, bit of a romantic comedy. I love the originality of the concept and all the emotions that are just wrapped up in terms of that first love, or the love that sustains you for a lifetime. Great performances. I had a lot of fun with this movie. I give it 8.5 out of 10.
Michael, you're a softie just like
I'm
me.
I'm a big softie for these kind of films, when they're done well. Sometimes, but this one is done well.
Very curious to
Yes.
hear how this one ends. I will be checking that out. Okay, moving on. What's our second film?
Rental Family is the next movie to talk
Yes.
about.
So, what do you think we do here? We sell emotion.
How?
We play roles in clients' lives. Parents, siblings, boyfriends, girlfriends, best friends, and help them connect to what's missing.
I'm just an actor. I don't know how to help people.
What I'm offering here is a chance to play roles with real meaning.
What do you need me for?
We need a token white guy. You could live in this country for 100 years, and there will still be things you won't understand.
Why do you do this?
Sometimes the story we tell ourselves becomes the truth.
To her parents, you are her husband. These people look at you like they've been waiting for you their whole lives. And what you'll discover is that they stay with you.
Michael, there is just something about that Brendan Fraser
He's
actor.
wonderful,
He's just
isn't
a
he?
little magic.
Yes, he really is. So let's talk about this one. Brendan Fraser plays an out-of-work actor in Japan. He's been living there for 7 years. He's kind of disconnected from society there. He gets a job with what's called a rental family company, which is apparently a real thing in Japan, where you can rent, if you need to rent a best friend, or if you need to rent a family member. It's just part of their society. And he gets hired by this company, and he does things like he has to pretend to be a groom in one scenario, so the woman has an excuse to leave for Canada for certain reasons. He's hired to be like a best friend. One woman hires him to pretend to be the father of her 6-year-old daughter, so that she can get into a school. So there's all these wonderful cultural things that we as Americans are not familiar with that are introduced to us. But then as he goes along, his character becomes more connected with people. He sees how he's helping people with their lives and in the loneliness. It's one of the themes. This is a major city, but people can be lonely and disconnected, and to see his arc of becoming more connected with himself and with other people is just absolutely touching and really very well done film. I can't rave about this enough. Brendan Fraser, of course, won the Oscar not too long ago because he's a fantastic actor, and I loved his arc of connection and understanding who he is and loneliness and how we all need other people. I give it a 9.5 out of 10. Just a fantastic, lovely, lovely film.
9.5.
9.5.
Okay,
so.
that is winner chicken dinner on that
Exactly.
one. This is a real thing in Japan.
It's a real thing in Japan. I never knew until that's the wonderful thing about movies. You learn new things all the time, and that's part of their their society there.
Maybe that'll be my retirement
exactly,
career.
Exactly. I want to have lunch with a famous TV host. Why?
Oh my God, Michael. That's classic.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I appreciate you so much.
Thank you.
Again, you can catch both movies playing at theaters near you. And for more real reviews, make sure to check out those on our website, arstyleshow.com. Now, the holiday festivities continue next in a pretty way. Libby Doss-Lloyd from the Little Rock Convention and Visitors Bureau has the details on this year's big Little Rock Holiday Parade when we come back. Stick around, you're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. The holidays are officially here and downtown Little Rock is getting ready for some festive fun. From Santa and holiday craft pop-ups to the annual Big Little Rock Holiday Parade and the Capitol lighting, there's plenty to get excited about. Libby Doss-Lloyd from the Little Rock CVB is here with all the details. Libby, great to have you, honey.
Thank you.
Okay, listen, I live downtown
and
I absolutely love it to pieces. Folks at home, if you have not visited downtown Little Rock, it is happening.
It is.
First of all, let's talk about that parade.
Yes, so it is the official kickoff for the holiday season. It will be Saturday, December the 6th. It starts at Markham and Broadway, so just think in your mind Robinson Center. And it's Candy Cane Lane this year. And it starts at 3 o'clock, but we'll have festivities all along Markham and President Clinton Avenue, including craft stations, photos with Santa in the State House Convention Center. So a great afternoon of fun.
Candy Cane Lane. Candyland. Love it so much. You're inviting the community to get involved in this too. How?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have extended the entry deadline for band competitions, dancers, dance teams, floats. It's just going to be a fun time. So I think that might go until December 1. So yeah.
Okay, so this, of course, has a long-standing tradition here in our downtown. What would be new and unique that people could expect this year?
Well, I think what started last year is Mayor Scott will be our Grand Marshal to kick us off in the parade, and he likes to walk the streets and pass out the candy so he can see the kids and the families face to face, and so that's always fun. And I think that, the high school band talent that we have here in Little Rock is amazing, and all of the kids come out and they'll do their dance routines, and I'm hoping to see some really beautiful floats this year, so bring your creativity with you and have a good time rolling down Markham and President Clinton Avenue.
Well, I know I'm preaching to the choir when I say our downtown is so vibrant, but for people who have not connected in the city, is there a goal behind the parade?
Well, I think it's just community, Nicole, absolutely. And I think that it's a great way to kick off the holiday season, and we've got so many vibrant attractions downtown. And what's great about the parade is once it's over, people can move on over to the Arkansas State Capitol for the lighting and the fireworks. So that's just a great fun-filled day into evening, and all of that's free. I mean, we do so many free things in Little Rock, but because we want people to come out and enjoy the community.
Yeah, and I always like to remind people, I come from a very, very big city, okay? Parking is impossible. If you can find it, it's $1 million to find it. The crowds, the traffic, it's really almost impossible to enjoy some of the festivities that a big city can offer. Downtown Little Rock is a little big city.
Right.
Great parking, super accessible, walking friendly. You've got those scooters, that people can ride around. I just can't say enough good things about participating in the activities.
This is why we love you, because you're a great ambassador for the city.
Oh, but I believe it, and I enjoy all of it too. From the parade, and then of course the Capitol lighting.
Right.
It is just a great way. To kick off the season. And can we talk about the weather too? Because again, where I come from, a lot of times it's too cold to enjoy this.
Right.
Our Little Rock weather just always seems to cooperate in just the nicest way.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure. And it's just, go down early, eat at a local restaurant, walk around, even hop on the streetcar, it's free. And particularly for the parade day, you know, with all of the crafts going on and all of the activities in the State House Convention Center. And we just hosted ELF at Robinson Center a few weeks ago, and so we decorated downtown early this year. And so it's really lovely down there.
It is absolutely
as you know.
magic. And Main Street, oh my goodness, magic.
Yes.
Well, Libby, great to see you.
Good to see you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
For more information on this year's big Little Rock Holiday Parade and all the holiday happenings downtown, visit littlerock.com. Now, still ahead, Gene Barry, Arkansas Times Best Comedian the last 2 years, is here to show us how magic can turn any occasion into something extra special. Stay with us. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Welcome back to Arkansas Style. If you want to make your next event unforgettable, one way to do it is with a little magic. Gene Barry, Arkansas Times Best Comedian in 2024 and 25, is here to show us how he brings fun and mystery to any occasion. First of all, Gene, you are the best dressed, best looking musician / comedian. I mean, you do it all.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I pride myself on that. Growing up, seeing a lot of magicians who weren't, really didn't take too much time in their attire, and so like, I always made a point that I wanted to look good if I'm performing for people. I mean, you took the time to watch me. I'm going to make sure I look good for you guys.
You sure do. Well, I appreciate you accepting my invitation to come back and treat us to a little bit of magic. But for folks who are just meeting you, where can they see your shows or maybe even hire you for special events?
They can see the best way to find out anything about me is via social media, whether it be Facebook, Gene.Barry, or you can find me on Instagram at Gene the Amazing. I post all my shows there. I do a lot of private parties. I do a lot of corporate events. I also do a lot of comedy club events, and I'm also doing participating in some burlesque shows with some friends of mine.
Oh, well, tell me when. I'll be there. That sounds amazing.
Oh, it's so much fun.
I didn't know we had that here in Little Rock.
Arkansas has it. They have some of the most amazing, talented performers in Central Arkansas that are part of the burlesque community. I will let you know because we got plenty of shows coming up. I'll let you know about it.
Front row seat. I can't wait. Okay, fantastic. Okay, so you are going to do a little bit of magic for us today. I don't want to run out of time.
So two things. I brought this. We'll get to this later. Okay, we'll get to that just a little later. Last night I had a dream about this whole day, and we'll get back to that in just a moment.
Was it a good dream?
It was a great dream. Fantastic dream.
Happy ending.
Nicole, I brought with me my magic wand. I got this magic wand when I was 6 years old. My mother bought it for me. I want to show it to you. I want you to check it out. Make sure it's a regular wand. There are no trap doors, no hidden mirrors, no escaping gas. It's just a regular wand. Now be careful. It is loaded. This is an open carry state. I know my rights, okay? Do me a favor, Nicole, I want you to hold your hand out just like this. I'm gonna give you this little red ball. I want you to take the little red ball. I want you to squeeze it really, really, really tight. Can you do that for me? Squeeze it really tight. Now don't pull my finger. That's a different magic trick. Just squeeze it really tight. Beautiful. Nicole, I get a ball too. I'm gonna put the ball in my hand.
Am I still squeezing it tight?
Keep squeezing it tight. What's gonna happen is I'm gonna take the ball, I'm gonna put it in my hand, I'm gonna wave it in a suggestive but PG-like fashion. I'm gonna say the magic words. The ball's gonna disappear from my hand, travel through the air, and land in your hand. No. Yes, Nicole, it's gonna happen right before your very eyes. For all your viewers, watch. We put the ball into the hand, we wave the wand in a suggestive but PG-like fashion.
I feel something tingling.
We give it a little tappy tap tap. With any luck, it should vanish from here. Travels through the air, invisibly, of course. Nicole, slowly open your hand, slowly open your hand.
Laricus, you have not lost this shot. No tricks.
It worked! Oh my goodness! It worked! I mean, it worked. It worked. It worked.
You surprised yourself,
I am. I'm going to do it one more time. I don't normally do this, but I'm going to do it one more time. I'm going to give you both these balls. I want you to take them both and squeeze them both really tight for me, okay?
Okay.
Squeeze them both really, really tight, really, really tight.
All right.
Ball number 3. Watch carefully, watch carefully. Put it in the hand, watch, tap, tap, tap. You're watching too close. You're watching too close. We put it into the hand. We give it a little wave. Tap. It vanishes from here. Travels through the air invisibly. Slowly open your hand, Nicole. Could it be? Would it be?
I'm not kidding. I feel.
Oh my goodness. 1, 2, 3. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable. Unbelievable, right?
Okay.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
That's crazy. And Laricus did not miss that shot. I mean,
beautiful,
yeah.
beautiful, beautiful. One continuous shot. Now, this right here. So last night, I had a dream about this whole show. I had a dream that you were going to pick a card. And you're going to pick a card.
I am. Okay. All right.
Reach inside. Take out any one you want, preferably one with a lot of room to write on. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm going to take this marker, Nicole, and I want you to write your name really big right across the face of that 6 of hearts, okay? Right across that side. Perfect.
Okay.
Now, whenever I got started in magic, Nicole, there was a magician that I learned about. His name was Dai Vernon. Dai Vernon lived in the early 1900s, and he fooled that great Harry Houdini.
What?
Yes.
Ooh.
And I'm going to show you the trick that fooled Harry Houdini.
Okay.
You know what happens when I do that, Nicole? You know what happens?
I don't know.
It just dries the ink. That's all it does. So there's nothing special. But there's Nicole's card, the 6 of Hearts. Okay, the 6 of Hearts. Nicole, this is the trick that fooled Houdini. Dai Vernon took Harry's card that he had him sign. He put it into the middle of the pack like this, and then he waved his hand. Now, did you see me do the magic move?
The waving of your hand?
Yeah. That's what does it. The magic move. What it does is it causes one card to come to the tippy top of the deck that has your name written right across it. I know. But wait, it gets better. There's better.
More.
There's more. Watch. Should we put it back inside the pack? We'll do
I
it
get so nervous when you're doing these things. Okay.
We'll do it in slow motion. Slow motion again. It comes right back to the tippy top.
No, you did not.
Word.
Oh, shoot.
Watch this, Nicole. We take the card. You can see the card, the signature. There it is. There's your signature. Nicole, say stop.
Stop.
Push it all the way in.
Oh, wait. It's in your mouth.
Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. I apologize to the camera guys. They didn't know what was coming. I apologize. You'll want to watch this one up close, you guys. Watch, I'll take the card. I'll put a little bend in the card, a bend in Nicole's card, all right?
Okay.
We'll take it. So it should be obvious when you see the card, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Put the cards on top. Now watch very carefully. 1, 2, 3. One card makes its way to the tippy top with a little bend in it. It should be the card that has Nicole's name written right across it. Oh my goodness. Please keep your seats. Keep your seats. They have, you guys. They've kept their seats. Incredible. Unbelievable, right?
Gene, this is so much fun.
Oh, thank you.
Honestly, you just delight and amaze every time you do stuff like this.
You're too kind. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
What?
The card.
Oh, yes, with the
I forgot about
paperclip in
this.
it. Okay.
I'll do this real quick. Nicole, what do you think the odds are that this card is also a 6 of Hearts? This is from a different deck. What do you think the odds are that it would be a 6 of Hearts?
0. Well, wait, 1 in 52. Well.
Or if I leave the jokers in, 1 in 54.
Okay.
But I don't like to live dangerously, so I do 1 in 52. Look, with the
Don't
paper
even
clip
tell
off.
me this is.
With the paper clip off, Nicole. It's been there from the very beginning.
It sure has. It sure has.
It is a 6 of Hearts.
It is.
But it's a 6 of Hearts with your name on it.
Gene, you unbelievable.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. Too kind, too kind.
Oh gosh, you are just amazing.
Thank you.
I think that's what your nickname is.
Yeah, yes, of course.
Well, Gene, always enjoy your company. Thank you, and happy holidays to you.
Holidays.
Come back.
Will do.
Okay. For more on Gene Berry and his magic, visit his Facebook page at facebook.com/gene.berry. Now, holiday shopping can make you pretty hungry, but before you stop for a bite to eat, Mr. Manners' Thomas Farley is here to share the top 5 restaurant wrongs to avoid so you can dine with courtesy. That's all next. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Dining out isn't just about the food, it's about creating a pleasant experience for everyone. Today I am joined by Mr. Manners' Thomas Farley. We are going to be talking about the 5 restaurant wrongs. We're going to look at healthy key habits that make good manners matter. Thomas, great to see you.
Great to see you, Nicole. Thank you so much. I'm really glad we're talking about this. We love dining out, so many of us, but there are just a few little things that people might unwittingly be doing that can really make life difficult for the restaurant itself and make us unwelcome guests in their space. So really looking forward to discussing these 5 wrongs with you.
Yeah, I mean, folks at home, if you like dining out, you know, we want you to be sure that you don't leave your manners at the door. We're going to cover 5 of the topics. The first one being a no-show.
Yes, so you know what it's like to be a host of a party and to have people not showing up who you thought were going to be in attendance. It just messes the cadence up, it messes the timing up, it messes your menu up. Similarly, for a restaurant, if they've been kind enough to hold the table for us as patrons with the reservation to simply either not show up or show up late, or even change drastically the reservation. You were supposed to be 10, now you're 3. You were supposed to be 3, now you're 10. This really throws a monkey wrench into the restaurant's plans, especially at a really popular in-demand restaurant. You don't want to earn that reputation as somebody who is really insensitive to those logistics that happen at the restaurant. So honor your reservation. And if you have to cancel or change it, do so not 1 minute before the reservation is going to start, but with as much advance notice as you possibly can.
Yeah, Thomas, a restaurant is like a beautifully orchestrated ballet. There are so many moving parts, and if you get in the middle of that and wreck the rhythm, it can be a real problem. Which leads me to the next mistake that people make, appearing in drips and drabs. What do you mean?
Yeah, so particularly for a large party, this is really challenging for the restaurant. They've got to make this game day decision. You arrive and 3 or 4 other guests are still missing from your party, and they're arriving after you've seated. You don't know, should I order, should I not order? Should we order a cocktail, should we wait? It really can throw, again, this whole timing, this ballet, as you so beautifully put it, it really throws things off. So many restaurants, of course, will not seat you all until your entire party is there. But if you are a member of that party and you've got a reservation for a set time, you should be arriving not 1 minute before the stroke of your reservation, but rather early. So I'd advise getting there 15 minutes early. And if the restaurant is ready and you're all present and accounted for, that simply means you get to start your meal and start your catching up earlier. But at the very least, if everybody's there on time and the restaurant is doing what it needs to do, you'll be seated together without worrying that other people are starting one course while now suddenly somebody's arriving, or you're all finishing your entrees and somebody's just sitting down and now they need to order their entree. It really creates chaos for everyone.
Yeah. Another important detail that I think maybe people don't really consider is that you've got, of course, a lot of employees inside a restaurant, but each one has their unique and specific role. I think people think they can do it all. What is your advice where this is concerned?
Yes, so make a note of the person who is your server. If you've got a dedicated server who is the one who has taken your order, who is coming over to check on how you are doing, do not mistake that individual. And this seems so common sense, but I see it all the time. People will stop a busboy and say, "Oh, could we get some Parmesan cheese over here?" Or, so-and-so hasn't gotten their steak, or this is not cooked properly. The busboy, the busser has absolutely nothing to do with this. Sometimes they don't necessarily speak the language of the restaurant in the way that the server might. And so it's really crucial, if you're having a hard time finding your server, you can ask that individual, the busboy, the busser, could you bring our server to the table? But don't ask them to start altering your order. This should be a conversation you're having strictly with the person who is dedicated to your table as your server.
Excellent piece of advice. Just ask them to get your dedicated server. Okay, Thomas, I got to tell you, confession time. I am a real stickler for table manners. Okay, we could do hours on end, you and me, talking about this subject. But specifically, we're going to talk about what you call stacking plates. What do you mean?
Yes, so I actually did a story on this not too long ago on whether servers would prefer you, whether they appreciate the gesture of you're sitting in a fine dining restaurant or even just a casual dining restaurant where you actually think, okay, they're coming to clear our plates. Let me help as if I was in my own home kitchen, and I'm going to start stacking plates at the table. Although servers generally appreciate the thoughtfulness behind that gesture, what you're actually doing is you're creating a tower of plates that are not going to be the way that they preferentially have everything stacked so that they can safely take it away from the table. So unless for whatever reason you're seated in a spot, perhaps in a booth, where they actually can't reach your plate because of the logistical challenges of the space you're in, leave the picking up of any serviceware, plates, glassware, forks and knives, leave that to the servers. They have their system, let them to it while you enjoy the meal and enjoy the conversation.
All right, you heard it here. Okay, last but not least, this is an important one too. I think a lot of people really enjoy the experience of dining, but again, when we're talking about it being a business, they're trying to honor other reservations. Don't linger too long.
Yeah, so there are two scenarios where this might really be problematic. Number one, busy restaurant, they've got other patrons to seat, they've shown up on time for their reservation, and you're squatting the table because you're enjoying the ambience. You're not ordering anything, you're just lingering. So this is problematic for the people who are waiting. But secondly, you also have the restaurant that really wants to close up. You're the last table remaining, you're the only people still in the restaurant, and you are having a gab fest of all gab fests, and nobody can go home because you don't want, it's always that awkward thing. I'm sorry, folks, but we're gonna have to ask you to step away. or closing up or we need the table. Don't let it get to that point. I'd far rather you survey the scene, not that you need to pay and immediately stand up and run out of the restaurant, but within 10 to 15 minutes after paying, if you want to continue the evening, there are other options for doing so. You can go over to the bar, go to another restaurant, go to a coffee shop, but don't squat that table. You've had your time, let others have their time too.
Okay, well, important reminders, especially this time of year as we get out and enjoy some holiday celebrations. Thomas, great to see you.
Great to see you, Nicole. Thank you.
All right, well, we want to remind you to enjoy your meal comfortably, make a positive impression, and remember that good manners matter. We'll be right back after this. You're watching Arkansas Style.
You're watching Arkansas Style on KARK.
Thank you all so much for joining us today, and to all of our guests and sponsors who join us in studio. We will see you all again next time with love. Mwah.
Thank you for watching Arkansas Style with Nicole Neiman. Furniture provided by Hanks Fine Furniture. Fresh flowers provided by Norwood Day Floral Company.